I need a show that forces me to stretch my imagination. As I said in the poll for this, I tend to be a very skeptical person, but I can open my mind up, and I like shows that force me to do that. So let's see where The X-Files lands us. Disclaimer, I have seen the first episode, but it was a long time ago, and I remember virtually nothing. So there is that. But I have to start somewhere. As always, like, comment, and full version is on Patreon in the description, and you can follow me on Twitter and Discord. Let's get to believing, because I know the tagline for the show is I want to believe. I don't know if I want to believe, guys. I don't know. The X-Files. Dun-dun. The following story is inspired by actual documented accounts. Ooh, I like that. That was the whole shtick of this show, though, right? Like, it could be real. Alright. Alien abduction, right off the bat. I think anyone who would say they don't know that X-Files has something to do with aliens is, like, lying. What the heck? Those were eyes, maybe? Yes? Well, if this isn't real, this girl is on one heck of an acid trip. So, oh, she's dead? Is she dead? Oh my god. Ew. That was almost. I mean, if they weren't like so puffy, I'd say they were bite marks. Class of '89 is special? Are a lot of them dying? Oh, this reminds me of Bones. This is giving me Bones vibes. Scully. Dana Scully. Dana Scully. Dana Scully. She looks very serious, very on a mission. Ooh, who's the guy in the corner, and where have I seen him before? Stargate? Maybe? Oh, she's a doctor. Hmm. Fox Mulder, Fox Mulder, Fox Mulder. Monty Props. Is this a real dude? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, so she's there to like she's gonna be me. I'm totally gonna be her. I expect to identify with Scully a lot. So we have a doctor and a psychologist. Oh, there it is. I want to believe. That's like an actual supposed UFO picture, right? I swear I've seen that in a lot of places. Mhm. You should tell your face because you don't look forward to being here at all. Oh, she's smart. Okay. I think he's very skeptical of her, ironically. Could they be like a rash from a puncture? Yeah. What is it? Is it going to be like saliva? Okay, so, interesting. I find myself being like sucked into what I know about the show, which is that it goes towards the supernatural, right? Supernatural? Quasi supernatural? Um, but I imagine some episodes are going to have like realistic explanations. I mean, I guess most episodes. That's what I really like about the show Evil is that I mean, I think for season 2 they've kind of really dove into the this is not explainable category, but I really liked season 1 because there could have been a supernatural meaning behind it, but there was a plausible, if unlikely, realistic explanation or not realistic, natural explanation behind it. Um, so we thinking bite marks, puncture wounds, aliens. There was like a glowy red thing in the forest. I, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Terrestrials.
Logically, I would have to say no. Given the distances needed to travel from the far reaches of space, the energy requirements would exceed a spacecraft's capabilities.
Conventional wisdom. You know this Oregon female? She's the 4th person in her graduating class to die under mysterious circumstances. Now, when convention and science offer us no answers, might we not finally turn to the fantastic as a plausibility?
The girl obviously died of something.
Oh, I like her. Yes, I like her. It's true. Science knows everything. It just doesn't know everything. Science can figure out everything. That doesn't mean it knows everything. And like I think too many people think it's like, oh, science can't give me the answer, so I'll go towards the mystic for the answer. But the mystic really doesn't give you the answer either. It gives you a answer that you want. It doesn't tell you if it's true. Yeah, I went there. Autopsy, Dr. Neiman. Oh, wow. What kind of plane you guys on? He stayed pretty freaking calm. I would have been her. I would have been like panicking. I'd be the baby in the background crying. Oh. So what did they find out? Without explanation. I smell a conspiracy. Oh, okay. Shook out my head. Ah, that's really a lot. Some kind of interference. What interferes with electricity? What is he? Just doing that on public property? Is he mapping something out? Does he think that? I don't know what he thinks. He keeps a lot of things like very close to the belt, which I imagine he's very used to because like people probably don't really believe him. So he probably doesn't want to tell others what he's thinking for fear of sounding crazy. They're digging someone up. People aren't going to like being having people dug up. Is this the family? They have a court order? Oh. Why are you. Hmm. His presence here is really sketchy. If there is something, he's in on it. Oh. That is quite strange. This is not something you see every day, having someone taken out of the ground. You might want to... Is there no one? No one's going to be inside. It's going to be empty. What the fudge? That's not human. Is that a orangutan or monkey of like a chimpanzee? Its face, yeah. Mulder must be just like freaking out. The medical examiner is very suspicious at this point. For what? I guess. Are they going to find out that it's actually a human? I have no memory of this whatsoever. I shouldn't have even said that I've seen it. Kind of looks like something you'd find in your thermostat. Oh, I hear he makes good movies. Mulder is always on, isn't he? Raymond County State Psychiatric Hospital. Okay. Would that really be a good idea? I mean, for their health? Huh. Whoa. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. See, this is what I meant. Good for the investigation. The psychiatrist probably should have considered Peggy's mental health before doing this. Yes. No. Share. You can't handle the truth. Okay. Listen. Okay. Scully, you wanted answers. Just listen. Okay, there's a lot going on here. Um, so I just wanted to say, like, these two are really clashing, aren't they? Mulder, I think, is holding just a bit too much back at this point, and Scully is really going at him. Like, both of them need to kind of work together a bit more because, like, I get what Scully is saying. There has to be an explanation. I agree. I get what Mulder is saying. There could be an explanation, even if it's not quote unquote scientific. Okay, then let's hear what it is, lay out the evidence, be rational about it. Uh, and more importantly, I think in an investigation like this, like, shouldn't your main prerogative be finding what happened, like the root cause, and preventing that root cause from happening again? So I can kind of see Scully's frustration, maybe, if Mulder, I don't think this is what he is saying, but I think maybe this is what Scully thinks he's saying. If Mulder is saying that, like, well, there's nothing we can do because it's aliens, then obviously that would be very frustrating because Scully might be approaching it from, we were sent here to make sure this doesn't happen again. I'm not sure that's what Mulder is saying, though. But like I said, he's not saying a whole lot, and that could just be because Scully is coming at him really, really hard. But if he can provide an explanation, maybe not logical, rational, or scientific, but an explanation as to how to prevent this from happening again, then let's have at it, right? Like, no need to fight. So there's something electromagnetic happening here, right? Like, there has to be the car radio, the static, the compass. Is it warm? Is it not dirt? Oh my god, is she gonna get taken? That would make a believer out of me. You know what this looks like? It looks like a construction site. Like, those look like big floodlights, and this sounds like some kind of construction vehicle. That's not Mulder. Point your gun and keep him at a distance. Oh, he has a gun. He has a shotgun. Go get legal permission. If a county judge won't do it, go to a state judge. Someone will give you a warrant for this type of behavior. Okay. Nothing good. Sand? That's one heck of a leap. But then again, given the circumstance, okay. Why is he looking at his clock? It said 9:03. What the heck? Is time gonna jump? Is it gonna be like 10:30 or something? Midnight? Oh, okay. I guess a big time jump would be like really suspicious. Are you? Well, we saw. Well, what does that mean? You could lose your memories, I guess. Okay, so let's just take for a second that time did jump, or that they lost their memories. How did that happen? This isn't the report that he would probably want her to write. But I don't blame her for writing it. Like, does she have the two little mark thingies? I'd be freaked out too. That's like, how? That's an incredibly specific mark. Don't drip the wax on her skin. Oh, it's 3 of them. Okay, so not such a specific mark. Okay. I don't know. Those didn't look like mosquito bites. They looked like bites, but then again, that could just be 93's makeup budget too. On what happened? Oh, he experienced an abduction. So, how much we want to bet that he's looking for his sister? Like, that's his whole reason. Who's outside? Jesus, that must have had one heck of a effect on his brain. Oh. Oh. So she's not here to validate him. At least I think she doesn't realize maybe she's being used. Regression hypnosis has been very thoroughly debunked. Okay. This is the one of the few times I'll say this because I don't want to like kill anyone's vibe. I really don't think the government could possibly know about aliens. Not because aliens or not because they wouldn't want to keep it a secret, but because the amount of people that would have to be involved to actually keep something like that a secret would be it would just be so freaking high. Like we're not talking about a tiny little file locked away in a tiny little box in some dark room in the classified section of the government. We're talking about actual alien visitors. If the US government knows about it, likely plenty of other Western governments know about it. I mean, like, you wouldn't be able to keep it a secret from people because you wouldn't be able to keep it a secret from other governments. You wouldn't just have to get the United States government to agree to keep it a secret. You would literally have to get every powerful government in the world to sit down and keep it a secret. And I think the state of politics today would really show you, like, it wouldn't happen. Could you imagine if China or Russia knew a secret that would destabilize the entire US government? Come on. I mean, come on. But that's the last time I'll rail about that because obviously this show is asking that question. And it is a cool conspiracy to think about. What if there is a group in the government that knows and they're just not telling us? I can suspend imagination.
Hello? What? Who is this? Who is it?
That wasn't good.
Some woman just said Peggy Odell was dead.
Oh, the
girl
girl
in the
from the
wheelchair?
hospital? She was in a wheelchair last we saw her. Was she like paralyzed or just had really weak legs? Did I miss that? And also, poor girl. Does that say 903? It's the same time they lost their time. Oh. Go to the coroner. Like, I think it's him. Oh, crap. They didn't just trash it, they destroyed it. This is. And let me guess, they're going to say that it was the candles inside the rooms. Oh, that's the coroner's daughter. Is she from the 89 class? I'd be terrified. I think he's covering something up. What are these marks? Oh my god. Okay. Oh, it's the creepy woods dude. What are they? Right. Otherwise, they would be jumping for joy to help you guys solve this. Maybe the corpse was evidence. Evidence that they were covering something up. Alright, so we're going to dig up the other two people without an excavator? Or, oh my god, they've already been dug up. Oh, this just reeks. Who? The dude in the coma? So he's not in a coma? He's faking it? Could you fake being in a coma? Like, can't you actually see someone's brain not being active? Like, okay, just go with it. If it's real, it should have actionable consequences. Just go with it. What can we do with this information? Okay, I take it back. Um, I think now you're going down a really bad conclusion. Okay. What is she doing? Oh, are his feet really dirty? Dirty and hairy. Ugh. For someone who doesn't walk around or get out of bed, it sure looks like you have been. That's not a great joke. I don't think she's a very good nurse. How is he getting up? Can you catch him in the act? If he is getting out of bed, catch him. Although it's probably not going to be there in the forest anymore now. It's all going to be cleaned up. Oh, shock. Bad guys. Oh my god, are they going to be killing his daughter? Are they the ones responsible? Was she right? Is it like some kind of sacrifice to a cult? Maybe they carried the Billy dude out there and set him on the ground, and that's how his feet. He just assaulted an officer. Pretty serious crime. This guy's about to shoot one. Okay, listen. Just because someone's on your property doesn't mean you go around shooting them, especially FBI agents. Is it Billy? Oh, it is Billy. What's causing the wind? Yeah, just tackle him. You don't need to shoot him. But seriously, what's causing the wind? the fuck? All right, you're our outside perspective. Oh, she's not seeing it. Where's the girl? Okay, there's the girl. And she's alive. What is going on? So there's no logical explanation for this. I have no idea. Doesn't mean it's aliens. It could be, I don't know, unicorns that live at the center of the earth. But I don't, like, it's not natural, that's for sure. March 2nd, 1992, FBI headquarters. Are they charging him with murder? Because listen, I think he's going to get charged with murder. Celebrating what? Okay. I mean, regardless of the cause, he's clearly a danger and should be locked up. You guys work at being weird and creepy? That take practice? Yeah. I don't think she's going to let herself be used like they want to. Really? At the very least, you got a murderer off the streets. You should be happy with that. It doesn't look like it. What's it? What is it? Oh. Aliens. He thinks it's aliens. Who are you? I don't think he's with the FBI. She gonna blink and it's like 9 minutes later? Or the phone will ring. The scariest moment of them all. That's going to really make her latch on, isn't it? She's going to be like, I got to know what the heck is happening. Because someone had to have the ability to cover that all up. Was it the creepy dude walking down the hallway that I didn't think was from the FBI? Speak of the devil. One, two, there's 5 of them. And now there's a 6th. It looks like there's room for more. This would be a wonderful show to watch at like midnight, just in the dark. The Pentagon. So yeah, he works for like the Department of Defense, maybe. And that was my reaction to the very first episode of The X-Files. I liked it. And you know what? It is a lot like Evil. I think Evil is a bit more balanced in terms of is it or isn't it real, but they were definitely still asking the question, is it or is it not real? We left with a whole lot less answers than I wanted, which is like how every show should be, because it gets you to come back. But the only thing that I think you'll find as I go through these episodes is, yes, I am very skeptical, but I am also very pragmatic. So, I don't need every every I dotted, every T crossed in an explanation, as long as it accomplishes a goal. I think the FBI guy at the end was a little bit like, what? Because the case was clearly worth going in the sense that they left getting Billy off the streets. Yes, I guess they were kind of saying, well, how do we prosecute him? I mean, the dude technically did confess. At the very least, now you know that he can wake up and that he has some kind of direct connection to these people going missing. So can you prosecute him? Maybe not. Can you probably get him ordered into a state psychiatric hospital for the rest of his life? Probably. So I do think that there was some, good that came from them investigating, and it was strange that the FBI dude, the top brass guy, was so like, why should we do this? Mulder and Scully's relationship, I think it's going to be really interesting, because I do think that Scully lacks some pragmatism that I think would be beneficial to her skepticism. Go with it, see where it leads, and if it's a bad conclusion, it's a bad conclusion, right? But at the same point, Mulder needs to back off a little bit too, because it's one thing to take leaps of imagination, it's another thing to allow those leaps of imagination to allow you, or to drag you down a bad route. My thing is, you can make one jump, maybe 2 jumps. But if you start basing further conclusions on those 1 or 2 jumps that you made, you're in like no land. All right. If you see someone run into the back hallway and you can't see who they are, and you want to make the jump that they might be like a serial killer, fine. But then if you catch up to them and assume that they are a satanic serial killer based off of what? Like, you're taking one jump, moving to another jump. No. So I think both of them have a middle ground to meet at, and I am very excited to see where that goes. I think I'm going to like this. The tone of the show is just kind of up my alley. And they were very good about, like, shows like this. What they have to do, unfortunately, a lot of the times is they have to very piecemeal give you the information. Like, the show is being incredibly controlling about what you do and don't see. For example, Mulder looking at his watch at 9:03. Mulder presumably isn't looking at his watch all the time, and it doesn't make sense that he would look at his watch just before it were happening so that he could have that. But I can very easily look past that, because I do recognize that TV shows like this, they do have to do some stuff like that. They have to be very careful about what they show you. Some things that we don't know from this episode. What the heck was the light? Where were the marks coming from, and where the heck did they go? What was the orangutan or chimpanzee thing in the grave for? There were a lot of really what was the metal thing that the dude at the end was doing stuff with? There were a lot of questions that were completely unanswered by this. Now, I don't know if they're going to continue on with this same set of events. One comment said that they do a lot of Monster of the Week type stuff, but there is an overarching storyline. So I'm thinking that maybe some of this will come back into play as the episodes move forward. For example, the light, that seems to be a really common abduction thing, so maybe the light will come into play. But I have a feeling that other things like the metal implant, the marks, the chimpanzee, the ape skeleton, I have a feeling we're just not going to get answers to those things, and I'm okay with that. I can have an episode leave me with some unknown stuff. But anyways, yeah, this was my reaction to X-Files episode 1, season 1. Looking forward to continuing with it, and I will see you guys next time. Like if you want to like, comment if you would like to comment. Bye bye.